Hello, everybody. We are back to talk about the 2009 Rammstein album, Liebe ist, alle da. Sorry if I fucked that title up. Um, but this one's kind of interesting because actually, I think this may be the only album, unless I'm wrong. I think this is their only album that does not have like 11 tracks exactly. Because I did notice that at one point, like all of their albums, uh, yeah, including the untitled one and Zeit, have 11 tracks. This one doesn't. This one has 16, although one of them is like an extra version. Actually, two of them appear to be another song that occurs earlier, I think. Anyway, so this album, I remember this coming out when I was in high school, and I was definitely excited because even though I really didn't like Rosenrot for the most part, you know, I still fully expected that, hey, like I'll probably like some of it, right? And I was correct. When this album came out, I was pretty happy with it. There are some songs that I really like off of it. Not many compared to how many songs are on the album, perhaps. Because although the songs that I like, I do really, really enjoy. Uh, this is different though than Rosenrot, because like I don't have that many that I like keep on my like Spotify liked list, for example. But I don't like actively dislike the rest of the songs the way that I do with Rosenrot. Like, I would much rather listen to this, even though this is, uh, longer than Rosenrot. Um, I think that this, like, sits better for me. Um, so, yeah, I don't know. It's in a weird place, because, like, this is continuing, unfortunately, the streak that happened from the release of Rise, where like that album, Rosenrot, and this one, where I am no longer enjoying the whole album like all the way through and having a blast, right? So that's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, the first three loved like top to bottom. The next three, like I wasn't really. I was really like very positive about the parts of Rise that I liked. Rosenrot, there's a couple of songs that I like, but I'm not like super into them. They're just like passable, pretty much. And then like I hate the rest of it. And then this one, there's some songs that I like on it, and some of them are like I really like them. Like my number one pick, which I almost just flat out said what it was, but we'll do this. We'll do this the right way. We'll save it till we get to the top three. But the rest of the track list, I don't know. I just really don't feel strongly like I ever want to listen to most of these songs, unfortunately. It is what it is. It wasn't like it wasn't as frustrating for me as when I heard Rosenrot the first time, though. When Liebe ist, alle da came out, I was much more positive. Because the songs that I like off of this album, I think I like more than the ones that I like off of Rosenrot. So anyway, before I inevitably end up like repeating myself for like 3 minutes and not really accomplishing anything, let's talk about my top three. So my number three pick for this one is going to be Haifisch, which God, I wish there was an instrumental of this song because I really like the musical aspects of this song. And like I don't like hate the lyrics. Obviously, I don't hate Till's vocals, but I really like the song starts with like the duh, 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 and then it's got like this little na 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 na, and then it leads into the vocals. I love that little sound. I don't know what to call it. It's just like a couple of notes, but it sounds awesome. So I love that little bit. And like the song in general is pretty good. My number two pick is going to go to Ich tu dir weh. which that's just a fucking good song. Honestly, it's very solid. I like it, and yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say about it. My number one pick, I really like this fucking song, is Weidmann's Heil, which it just has that really awesome part where I'm trying to remember how it appears in the song. I'm sorry. These parts where I'm like describing the sound of a moment are probably annoying, but it's the part where he's like, God, I wish I could speak German. This isn't going to be the right words probably, but these are like the phonetic sounds that I hear. He's like, Aus den Lang auf dem Elo, das war der. Like that part sounds really awesome to me, and then of course it kicks in like heavy gear like right after that. And I like the parts of Rammstein's discography where Till does like do those kind of mixing vocals where some of them are kind of like more pretty, I guess, like they're not like harsh or like screaming or like sounding like intense like that. And then I like when he blends it with the harsher vocals, which is exactly what happens in that sequence. So yeah, I really, really, really like that song. And then I'm going to give a guilty pleasure mention to Pussy because, I mean, I like it musically, and then also it's just, like, funny. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be, like, sexy or if it's supposed to be comedic. I think it's supposed to be comedic, but if it's not, then oops, because that's the way I take it. There are songs in this world that I guess can be sexy, but I feel like definitely that one it's not one of them. It's very like goofy and like childish, but it's still fun to listen to for whatever else I can say about it. So anyway, that's it for this one. Liebe ist für alle da, if I'm not just outright butchering that. But yeah, so the next one, and we only have two left. This isn't a very long discography to get through. So the next one we have is, I guess, the untitled album or self-titled album. The album art on Spotify, there's no words on it, so I'm gonna maybe call it the Untitled 2019 or something. And then after that is Zeit, which is their newest from last year. Which, then we'll be done talking about Rammstein, because at least as of now, that will be their latest release, and I'll move on to the next artist in the chain. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. God, I had to fuck it up right at the end with a cough. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.